So hi everyone, my name is Raymart D. Pelorina. So today we are talking about the colonial period. So in 1946, we colonized by the different colonizers such as Spanish colonization, American colonization, and Japanese colonization until na-achieve nato ang Philippine independence. So this is the period nga gi-colonize na ta sa mga colonizers para mas ma-improve pa ang ato ang quality of life and para mas ma-develop pa ang science and technology sa ato ang bansa. So but before anything else, so we are tackle about first the contribution of the Spanish colonization. So the first one is during the Spanish colonization, they established a formal education institutions and the launching of scientific organization. So this is one of the most important nga naiambag sa mga Spaniards. So they introduced the first colleges, mga universities in the Philippines. Like for example, sa University of Santo Tomas. So it is the oldest existing university in Asia. So siya ay pinaka-oldest, pinakakaraan nga university diri sa Asia. So ang mga Spaniards mao'y nag-introduced ana. So next is mandate schools to teach different subjects like religion, math, and the 3 R's. So these 3 R's is muna siyang reading, writing, and arithmetic. So since na may formal education, so mas gipa-mandate pa nila ang different schools nga mag-teach og different subjects like religion, math, and katong 3 R's sa mga Filipino since naa naman tay formal education. So next is the medicine and biology were taught in educational and training institutions. So mas gipa-improve pa ang kaalaman sa mga Filipino in terms of medicine and biology. So that's why daghan na kaayo ng himong doctors, mga nurses diri sa Philippines, no? Sa una magpatambal ang mga bata, no? Iduo lang sa mga tambalanan, then maayo dayon. So unless sa karon is if makasakit gani gamay ang bata, ipa-check up dayon kay since naa na may mga doctors and nurses nga mo check up. So next is engineering was introduced to construct buildings, churches, bridges, and roads. So sa inyong nakita, some of architectural structures that we have is naanay mga touch sa mga Spaniards design, no? Because during that time katong gi-colonize pa ta sa mga Spaniards, mas gipa-enhance pa nila ang aspect sa engineering, no? Sila nag-introduce kung unsaon pag-construct og mga buildings, no, mga churches, bridges, and roads, no? Like for example, there is sa katong Manila, there are historical church, no, which is the San Agustin Church, no, makita nato nga naa siya touch, no, sa mga Spaniards na mga Spaniards designs, and it is one of the oldest church in Manila. So grabe nindot kaayo siya nga church bisan oldest na gani or karaan na kaayo siya, no, na preserve gihapon niya ang iyahang kanindot. And also during the time of Spaniards colonizations, native was trained to use innovative approaches in farming. So before colonization, kahibaw na ang mga Filipino, kahibaw na sila mo farm, no, katong mas gipa develop pa sa mga Spaniards ang mga kaalaman sa mga Filipino in terms of farming, no. Mas gitudloan sila on how to use innovative approaches in farming. So those are the contributions of the Spanish colonization. So next is we are tackle about the contributions of the second nga mananakop, which is the American colonization. So first is modernized all the aspect of life in the Philippines. So kung unsa man ang naambag sa mga Spaniards, mas gipa-modernize pa sa mga American during sa ilahang pag-colonize, no? Mas gipa-improve or mas gipa-enhance pagid nila kung unsay na iambag sa mga Spaniards. So next is establish the Bureau of Science, a government agency to nurture the development in the field of science and technology. So if I'm not mistaken, this is now in DOST, Department of Science and Technology. Ang mga American mao'y establish ning Bureau of Science. So this agency serve as the center of scientific research in the Philippines during the American period. So next is they established the National Research Council of the Philippines in 1933. So ang kaning research council is sila ang nag-provide og mga researchable topic which is relevant sa nation and to the environment. Sila mao'y nag-provide og mga research topic para mao'y studyhan sa mga researchers, no? Na-establish ni siya during the American colonizations. So next is developments in science and technology were focused on agriculture, medicine, and pharmacy, food processing, and forestry. So ilahang gi-introduce ang modern farming methods, irrigation system, and new crops varieties to increase productivity. So while kung arita sa medicine and pharmacy is nagbuild na silang mga hospitals, no? Introduce modern medicine and train Filipino doctors. So those are the contributions of this American colonization. Next is we are tackle about the contributions of the third nga mananakop, which is the Japanese colonization. So kung naa na mga schools during the Spaniards colonization, mas gi-priority nila ang pag-open sa elementary schools. So mao nang daghan na kaayog mga elementary school diri sa Pilipinas. So ang nagpasiugda nga i-prioritize ang pag-open sa elementary schools is ang mga Japanese colonization. So next is also they reopen of vocational and normal schools in agriculture, medicine, fisheries, and engineering. So ang kaning ang pag-reopen ani, this is based of the Spaniards and Americans colonization, no? Na-close siguro ni siya for some reasons. So the Japanese reopen that kay nakita siguro nila ang relevance sa vocational and normal schools, no? Ang mga Japanese maoy nag-reopen and supported schools focusing on practical and technical skills. So next is Filipino are engaged in the sale of food and medicine for aiding the soldiers. So diba during the Japanese colonization kusog kaayo ang war, so i-engage ang mga Filipinos when it comes to trading food and medicine, also aiding soldiers para naa sila kanang pwersa. So next is government corporations were reorganized and created to develop the natural resources in the Philippines. So gi-reorganize nila o gi-develop ang mga government corporations during the time of Japanese colonization. So far this is the contributions given by the three colonizers in the Philippine history. So I hope you guys naka-learn ra mo and naka-gets ra mo sa ako ang gidiscuss.